Welcome back. It is still Afro Sports now in focus. Let's quickly head to the Super Eagles camp, where the country's manager, Eric Chelle, remains a sort of an unknown quantity as far as what he can offer to the Super Eagles. He's played 5 matches since being appointed as Super Eagles boss. He previously was the Mali national team coach. In 5 games for the Super Eagles, Chelle has played 2 qualifiers, including 2 friendly matches, 2 games at the Unity Cup as well as the friendly match in Moscow against Russia just a few days ago. In all, the team has won in regulation time 2 of those games and have drawn the other 3 after 90 minutes. Well, I'm glad to say that I have got Nigerian coach Adeyemi Adedeji joining us all the way from Switzerland. He's the coach of FC Finicon. Coach, it's great to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here. How are you?
All right, very good, very good. Happy holidays. I'm not sure whether it's a holiday where you are, but let's quickly get to it. 5 games as Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle, 2 games in the qualifiers, won the first game away in Rwanda, and then drew at home against Zimbabwe. They won against Ghana at the Unity Cup before drawing regulation time against Jamaica before winning on penalties, and then drew 1-1 in Russia in a friendly game. What have you made, maybe not looking at the results? You're a coach. How much of an impact do you think Eric Chelle has had on the Super Eagles since joining?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here once again. It's always good to talk sport. Yeah, as a coach, when I look into all the matches that Eric Chelle has played, to be honest with you, I think we are in the right direction. Because before now, we have been having some coaches that have been playing negative type of football. We can see it now, attacking-minded football. But the team itself is also a work in progress.
In terms of his input, have you noticed any real shift in what the team was doing before he arrived and what they're doing now that he is the manager?
Yeah, before he arrived, we are playing more negative type of football under Pesero. Under Gonetro, we are more sluggish type of football, no attacking minded. We are just playing to looking for any way to score goals. But now you can see that he's playing in the dynamic form. You can see that he has a different type of system that he has playing. Sometimes he's playing in a diamond form. Sometimes you have to play in a middle low block. Sometimes you have to play more in 4-4-2 system. We can see that against Jamaica and the rest of them. Don't forget, in the history of Nigerian football, no coaches, both foreign and indigenous coach, has ever played 5 matches unbeaten.
Can we take the results? Because in honesty, if we can look at the stats again, once the games the Super Eagles have played, he's played, to be honest, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, played Ghana in a friendly, Jamaica, and maybe the Russians probably stand out in a friendly game. Maybe are we maybe reading too much into this unbeaten start?
To be honest with you, first of all, what the most difficult aspect of coaching job is for you as a new coach, for those have five months together with the players. You have not have a long time training section, and you have to invite them home base to a tournament that the player that you have not worked with, the player you don't even know their quality. You just have to calculate your mind, be a good coach, a good leader of individual quality, and bring a solid 2 teams out of those 46 players. It is the most difficult aspect of coaching job. So I give my flower to Coach Chelle, because for him to be able to go with such players and give them time, playing time, and get that needed result, that he has not lost a match, I think the guy has done a very fantastic job, and I think we are in the right direction, as I said earlier.
About the fact that the team looks a lot more attacking under him. But unlike under the former manager, the man who took Nigeria to the runner-up position at the AFCON, Jose Pesero, the team seems to concede a fair amount of goals now. Is this something that Nigerians should get used to under Eric Chelle?
There is always a room for improvement. You can see that he has played with different type of defense line, which is which is that called for question, because that means he's still finding the balance. He's still trying to invite many players in that role. But don't forget, football is about the defensive advice job is all about a collective job. It's not about individual or just the defense line alone. Under Pesero, like you said, Pesero are playing more negative type of football. They park the balls for 90 minutes, looking for counter attack, take the chance and score the goal. Nigeria does not like that type of football because that's not our DNA. So now we have the coach that is playing the way we want to play more attacking football, but we are conceding goal. That means to say he knows where there's the effort, where there's the error that he have to improve on. So I know that with all these matches he has played, he has seen the strength and weakness of every individual. I think this is the right time for him now to find the right balance come September against South Africa and Rwanda.
All right, in terms of what you've talked about in this, that we have obviously seen a switch in tactics under the new manager. Do you think his tactics will take a while to hit on? And do you think we probably will have to make some sacrifices of maybe not qualifying for the World Cup, but still stick with him because in your words, you seem to be convinced that he probably is the man to take us forward?
My brother, to be honest with you, we are on live here, and I know that many fans of Apple Sport are listening to us. To be honest with you, if this man can have that little chance that Genetro has for 5-6 years to coach Nigeria without any development in Nigerian football, without any most of our no home base in Nigeria that included, always he went to abroad, to London, to Europe, to Germany to go and bring players back home. This coach has just come into the arena. He has for 5 months now. He has invited more than 15 home-based players. So I want to tell you something. We are in the right direction. I think if you allow this coach to follow, you can listen to all his interview. He will say, "My project, we are in project, my project." That means to say he's seeing the future with Nigeria. If Nigeria can give him the chance to take us to the promised land, to do what he wants to do with his project, because you can see the different type of dynamic football we are playing right now. I think if we allow him to do his job without interference, without thinking of just result, I think Nigeria is in a safe hand. I believe this coach has all what to take to bring a different dynamic into Nigeria football, both home and abroad.
All right, like I said, the two really big commitments in the next few months for Eric Chelle. The first is obviously the World Cup qualifiers, which look very, very difficult for Nigeria to turn around and qualify for the World Cup in North America next year. There's also the small matter of the AFCON, which will be in December. What would you say, what would be your minimum requirement from Eric Chelle for the rest of the qualifiers, because we're in a really difficult situation, and most importantly, heading to the AFCON, if he does stay on, which looks very likely, what would your expectation be for him?
Yeah, before Eric Chelle come has been someone that I advocate for him, that he's a coach that can change the dynamic of Nigerian football. I think him coming right now, I think we are in the right direction, and in the right direction. We are moving forward to the right direction. I think my expectation for him is now, if we can be able, in the qualifying matches, I've said it before he came, the moment they announced him that he's the new coach, I said Nigeria is going to qualify through playoff. So the music may change, they may go directly, because as I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So if he qualified for the World Cup, I think it's going to be a very big pride for him, for myself, and for the nation at large, and for lovers of football worldwide. And secondly, when it comes to the AFCON, I want to be honest with you. This guy has gone to AFCON with Mali. He did a fantastic job. All of us will see how he dominated the match against South Africa. Unfortunately, they lost in 9 minutes. I think with this Nigerian team that if he can be able to stay up to that time, I think Nigeria have the chance to win the Nations Cup. Even we can repeat what Pesero has done, but I think he will surpass Pesero. 100%, he has all what it takes to bring the Nations Cup to our soil, to our mother's land, with Nigeria.
Thank you very, very much, Coach Yemi Adedeji, for talking to us. So you feel, on a final note, Eric Chelle is the man to take Nigerian football to the promised land?
I'm telling you, if Nigeria give him the word, say if they allow him to continue to do what the good job he have started without without bias, I think even nobody will want to sack him anymore, because you will see him, he's going to be in 8 years, 10 years in Nigeria without him, without any problem. Because if Western world can do it, if Genetro with his negative type of football can be able to stay up to 6 years in Nigeria without Nations Cup, only third place, I think this man is going to take us to the promised land. You will see back-to-back Nations Cup.
All right, thank you very, very much, Coach Adeyemi Adedeji there, joining us all the way from Switzerland. Thank you very much for talking to us.
It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me once again.